It's the Carter Man. I'm out here on Saturday evening. I normally don't do two posts on social media. From Coffee with the Carter Man, America's #1 political activist podcast. But here I am with heavenly shades of night are falling. It's twilight time. And I have something else I want to say that, well, it's prompted because it just galls me. I'm just going to say it just galls me. I was reading my Free Republic, where they have all the news articles and commentary articles you could ever want. It's fantastic, freerepublic.com. And I came across the New York Post article about Miss Pelosi falling down and breaking her hip over there on her political junket to Europe. Her taxpayer-paid holiday. I'm sorry. You say, well, it was a commemorating. They could have commemorated it without Nancy Pelosi showing up. But you know, free trip. Free at your expense. So she goes over and she falls down. She breaks her hip. I'm very sorry. You know, I'm old. Not as old as her, thank God, but I'm old, and I'm always sorry to see an old person injure himself or herself. But the article galled me because here's what it said. She underwent hip surgery. My brother had that. My father had that. I'm sorry to hear she did. But here is the quote from the Congresswoman spokesperson, Eon Krager. Okay, quote: earlier this morning, Speaker Emeritus Pelosi underwent a successful hip replacement and is well on the mend. Good. I'm glad she had her hip replacement, and I'm glad she's well on the mend. Okay, good. Happy for her. But here's what I don't like. Speaker Emeritus Pelosi. Speaker Emeritus Pelosi. Now let me read something that a little tiny section from the U.S. Constitution, if I may. This is Article 1, first article in the Constitution, Section 9, Clause 8. Pretty short and to the point. No title of nobility shall be granted by the United States. That's it. Kind of short and to the point, isn't it? No title of nobility shall be granted by the United States. It's not flowery. There's no elaboration. It's just pretty to the point and damn simple. It seems to me even members of Congress could understand that. And yet we have the announcement from Ian that Speaker Emeritus Pelosi, no, it's Representative Pelosi or Ms. or Mrs. Pelosi or Nan, whatever you want, but no title of nobility, Speaker Emeritus. Folks, I'm sick of it. I think we all are. You know, I'm not neighbor Emeritus Carter. Here, all these folks here, you know, up and down the street here. You like my decorations, by the way, my wife and I. But they don't say, oh, there's neighbor Emeritus Carter. No. If I don't get that kind of deference, why in the hell should people who work for me? Okay? I'm sorry. I don't even, and I have never liked when the members of the House and the Senate stand up and refer to the honorable gentleman from New Jersey or the honorable lady from Iowa. No, it's that guy over there from New Jersey, or hey, that broad from Iowa. It's nothing no, there is certainly nothing honorable about the members of this House and Senate, and there has not been for many decades that I can recall, and I go back working 50 years at pretty high levels in Washington. Stop with the nonsense. Stop with the titles of nobility. Honorable's pretty noble, I think. No, no. Hey, Jack, it's your turn to speak. Enough. Betty, Joni, Ernst, it's your turn to speak, Joni. That's good enough. Holly, hey, Holly, Josh, your turn to speak. You have to be honorable gentleman from, honorable lady from. And I'll close with this. Years ago, I was at a Wednesday meeting that Grover Norquist has. Those of you who know politics in Washington know Grover. He's a great guy. I like him. The Wednesday Club. You know, all the hoity-toities get together, political, position holders, climbers, get together every Wednesday and they talk about the grave issues, blah, blah, blah. And see and be seen, I'm sorry. And yeah, I did attend, not often, but occasionally I did, We all have little tiny ego trips occasionally. But I remember some woman from McConnell's office. She may have been his administrative assistant, chief of staff, press secretary, whatever the heck she was. Very, very much full of herself. Every time I went, she was just so full of herself. And she said that I want to give you the report today from Leader McConnell. He was minority leader. He's been some sort of damn leader the last 40 years. Leader McConnell. He was minority leader. You mean, I felt like standing up saying, you mean from Mitch? You mean from Senator McConnell? Oh, Mr. McConnell. No, it's Leader McConnell. What does it say here? What does it say here? It's section 1. They started off with it, so they must have thought it was pretty important. Section 9, Clause 8, no title of nobility shall be granted by the United States. I'd say leader. Leader sounds like something out of North Korea. I'd say that's pretty much title of nobility, and I say stop it. I say stop it. Let's stop it total. She's San Francisco, a city she totally destroyed. She'll totally destroy it. And that's it. That's it. She is not Speaker Emeritus. Can we have an end to this? Part of the reason we elected Trump was to get a common folks in there, like the kind of folks that wear these hats I'm wearing, and real working people, real down-to-earth people, common folks, so that we can get our country back. Let's do this thing.